Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and now we have over 100 clients. And we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 4 different TV studios with a staff of over 20. And the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is The Jeff Crilley Show. Welcome to the show on a Friday, and we are thrilled to have in studio Jim Koch. He's with L.A.C.E.Nexus.
Hello, Jeff.
Thanks for being on the show.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so what does L.A.C.E stand for?
L.A.C.E stands for Local Autism Community Engagement, Nexus being network.
Okay, so, and this is an app that you've developed.
Yes, it's a global networking platform that is available on a web-based as well as iOS, Apple, as well as Android.
And I was amazed to learn how large the community is. You were telling me off camera. How large is it in North Texas?
Well, there's probably a 250,000 special needs population in North Texas. The number of them, we are focusing on adults with autism right now. So the percentage on that is a little unknown
Sure.
due to a lot being undiagnosed.
Okay, so we're going to roll some video off of your website. It's an animated graphic kind
Awesome.
of
Awesome.
describing for the viewers what that is. Tell us how your app works to connect this community.
Well, what we're doing is we're connecting the adults with autism, their family caregivers, service providers, as well as job opportunities. And we're connecting them all on a local community level.
And so how does it work? Somebody comes in, I mean, is the community protected somehow?
They are protected based on anything else in life that they're protected. There are no safeguards, so to say. You can't tell 100% what somebody's heart is.
Right.
But they are protected in that it is a private networking platform, not a public networking platform.
Yes, and on this, they're connected with potential employers, and tell us what...
Some are going to be connected with potential employers, service providers, what have you. When we started working on this project, Dan Selleck and I, we initially started surveying and talking to the population, and Jeff, it wasn't 99%, it was 100% of the adults with autism all wanted the same thing. They wanted a friend.
Really?
They want some type of social abilities. They want a friend. When they graduate from school, high school, transition school, what have you, anywhere from the age of 18 to 22, depending on what schooling process they're in, it's an imaginary cliff. They go from the classroom to the bedroom, to their childhood bedroom, which may be their bedroom, basement, what have you, and they stay there for the rest of their lives.
Wow.
And when talking with the parents and caregivers of this population, they all want the same thing. They all pray that they live one day longer than their child because they don't feel anybody else is going to take care of them.
Well, one of the partners or people who is already on the app is Howdy Homemade, and this is a company that you introduced me to.
I did introduce you to Tom Landis, didn't I? Yeah.
It's a very special ice cream shop, and Sarah Strackhouse from our team has a report on that.
A lot of times when you hear stories about people with special needs, it's about fundraisers or charity events. Well, one ice cream company here in Dallas isn't looking for a handout, they're looking to hire. Even in the dead of winter.
Howdy.
Someone always greets you with warmth.
We always say one word, we always say howdy.
Howdy Homemade Vice President Coleman Jones says that's been the foundation of the shop since they started scooping 3 years ago.
It has been really nice being a part of it and how it's been influencing myself and the rest of our employees here. It's been really nice looking for a guy like Tom because this is a guy who you can say hey, he's a great guy.
We started working with people with special needs at some of my other restaurants and decided that we really, the restaurant industry is lots focused, that it isn't about food first, it's about people first.
Owner Tom Landis says he's accomplishing that goal by hiring 14 of his 16 employees with special needs. He says he's had 0 turnover, which is another industry problem.
And really what we want to prove to the restaurant community and the business world in general is that everyone has a purpose and that we shouldn't be focusing so much on their disability but on their ability.
I see it as an able being. I don't see it not being disabled. We are not disabled. I want that to be understood.
Whether it's passing out taste testers, sprinkling on a little extra joy, or getting behind the desk to run the cash register, Tom says they're doing it all.
I think every parent of a special needs is concerned, hey, where is my child going to fit into this society? Where are they going to find work?
And if Tom has his way, they won't ever need to wonder again. For Real News, I'm Sarah Strackhouse.
That was such a beautiful piece, and I owe you for introducing us to Tom and his
My
team.
pleasure. My pleasure. Tom has an incredible heart and is doing incredible work.
And this is an example of a company that's on the app because they want to know about potential employees.
Right. You know, and the difference with Tom Landis's company, with Howdy Homemade, versus a lot of the other companies that we're working with on that is Tom focuses on all special needs disabilities. We focus strictly on autism right now. That's kind of where we're starting. Of Tom's 14 special needs employees, more than half have autism.
Wow. So tell us more about this community. How do you get the word out?
Word of mouth. It's a very close-knit community. Anybody that has an interest in autism at any level, whether they have autism, they care for somebody who have autism, they provide services for somebody with autism. It's a very close-knit community. The problem that we found is there are a lot of services and programs for early childhood development, primary, secondary school, but when they get out of school and become adults, very limited programs available. However, there are a lot of good programs already out there that nobody knows about. And that's what we're trying to accomplish. We're trying to spread the word of what everybody is doing so that people realize what's already in their community.
Wow. Well, I can't believe no one thought of it before you guys. I mean, it seems fairly obvious.
I think a lot of people have thought about it, but it takes some drive and effort to get it pulled off, and not intending to sound negative by any means, and not wanting it to come across the wrong way. But so many of these families and caregivers, they become very myopic. They're focused on getting through, I got to get through today, or I have to get through this situation. They don't have time or the ability to look at the big picture, and that's where we're coming in.
And tell us about the app. Is it free? Is there a subscription? How does it work?
It's free. It's free. It's free for any adults with autism. Any service providers, we are providing free listings so that people know what services are available in their community. Job postings, we'll attract that when we get to it, but those will be handled on a per posting type basis.
And something that really impressed me about Howdy Homemade is people from this community make great, loyal employees, don't they?
Oh, they really do. You know, and there are so many programs out there, Howdy Homemade, Hugs Cafe. There's so many out there that they start off with the right intention of creating a transition to teach a vocation or a skill so that this population can move on and have a productive life. However, that transition has become a landing pad for so many because they're so happy. They don't want to leave.
Wow.
They are the most loyal employees that any employer can find. And what we're looking for is reaching out to employers that understand, employ for the value that they bring. Don't employ for charity.
I love it. We're going to put your website up, and if you could give us the domain name.
www.L.A.C.E.Nexus, L-A-C-E-N-E-X-U-S.com.
And you're just now launching this.
We launched it on Monday.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we'll have to have you back.
All righty.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.